The sun, man, is beaming in today. I am stay yo. This sun, what? This sun, it feels great. So the sun don't chill. The sun don't chill. So we gotta have to go with the flow. What's going on? Great morning, comfort killers. Great morning. Just dropped my phone. Let me grab that. Great morning. So happy to be here with you guys today, and I am always pleased that you will take time out of your busy schedule, busy day, to invest in me. I don't know if this is like really, if we could do this. All right, let me okay, there I am. There I goes. So this question came in, and if you don't have me on Instagram, get me on Instagram. Instagram Cross. We're all Stacey A. Cross is really on all social media platforms. But on Instagram yesterday, I got a message, and this message was from Jameer Williams. Jameer, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Jameer had a question about selling. I gotta go over here. I definitely gotta go over here. Okay. And I apologize. I wasn't expecting that sun, y'all. I really wasn't. Just bear with me, guys. I apologize. Let's go over here. Just bear with me. Okay, there we are. So Jameer had a question about selling. And it's something that I don't think I spoke about. I wrote about, but I don't think I spoke about, especially not in a live. So we're going to talk about selling. And to start it off, I want to give you a quote by Estee Lauder. Now, who is Estee Lauder? Well, she's a businesswoman, 1950s. She was born in 1908. She died in 2004. She was a businesswoman. She co-founded with her husband, the cosmetic company. So more women always, Estee Lauder, they know right away. One thing to note is that I have a podcast coming up this Friday. Every Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern, I have a podcast, the Stacey A. Cross Show. So if you don't have that locked in, any of your podcast players, maybe now is the time to do that, because I have a medium that came on the show. And at first, I was going to talk about her book publishing company. And so she goes on the phone with me and she talks about, hey, Stacey, you know what? I'm a medium. Okay. And I'm doing more of my medium business right now. And what she does is she connects, dead celebrities, who has passed over, celebrities and people that want to connect with them. So I was like, what? This was live on the podcast. I had these questions prepared for, a book publishing company. And she said, Stacey, let's, I want to get uncomfortable. I said, let's go all the way uncomfortable. So in it, we were able to contact a few people. So let's say if you want to know the messages from Benjamin Franklin, Dr. Martin Luther King, Estee Lauder was one of them, and Whitney Houston. So I would, if I were you, go right now and subscribe to my podcast. So Jameer Williams, thank you so much again for reaching out to me. He watched a video of mine and he asked about the selling thing. And so that's why I wanted to start off with a quote from Estee Lauder. And the quote says, and I love this quote, and this is why I brought her up to the medium. Like, let's pull Estee in here because I just read this quote and I love it. Estee Lauder said, I have never worked a day in my life without selling. If I believe in something, I sell it, and I sell it hard. So that brings us to the point of, well, why do we have a fear of selling? Because there's people, I'm telling you, every person, you can look at any, let's say the influential people of the world, they sell themselves. They sell a product, they sell themselves. They're constantly selling and promoting, constantly. I was just watching Gary Vee. Congrats to Gary. He got his Clouds and Dirt K-Swiss up, right? People were buying it like crazy. I think it sold out in a few places. And He was selling. You know, he going on different places. Of course, he's giving value, but he's selling. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone is a salesperson. Everyone in this life, you got to be good at selling. Some people are like, but I don't have a product to sell, but you're selling yourself. You're selling for support. So if you're not good at that, then what do you get? You don't get the support that you want, or people are, they get misconstrued with what you're trying to put out there. Okay, because it wasn't defined enough. And that's all really a personal brand is. It's doing a consistent basis, being consistent of selling something, selling yourself. So, but we fear the word selling, especially in the Black community. And this is not, I'm not bringing out any stats to help with this conversation. But I know from my personal experience of what it is. So I'm going to give you my personal experience. You tell me if this is similar to yours, or if these are the basis of your fear from my experience. Now, I deal with mindset first. You know, a lot of people want to deal with the actions. Well, what actions could I take to go sell? Those with products that help you sell, those are the actions that they're going to take to tell you about their products, to buy it, because they have an approach that they want you to purchase. But I'm a mindset person. I deal with those inner, because even if you start doing the actions to help you scientifically and systematically to sell, you are going to fall back on these very, very ingrained and concrete mindset blocks. Okay. So that's what I deal with. I deal with mindset. So the fear of selling, what is it? It's often linked to a few things. You know, number one, recently, and now with social media being a huge part of our lives, right? And the world has gotten so much smaller. You're getting sold all the time, you know, billboards. In fact, there was a stat, I should bring a stat into here, but there was a stat that I see. How many times per day do you think the average person gets sold? Like, as far as advertising, marketing, it was somewhere in it, like, it was so crazy. I think the numbers was in the thousands. I don't want to actually put a number on it, but it was, the number was crazy. You wouldn't think so, but you got to understand, you're driving, you're watching TV, you're on the internet, and those numbers are going to skyrocket. So you're always being sold. So you have the consumer base, and then you have the creator base. And the quicker way you could get from just consuming to creating something for others of value to consume, then that's how you change the triangle. But other people right now, they're in situations where, they may have a new job, or they may, want to jump into entrepreneurship thinking that selling ain't the key, thinking it's just design work. It's not. The most important thing in entrepreneurship are two things here. One is selling and the other is marketing. A lot of people outsource those things because they don't want to deal with them. They're not good salespeople. Well, I'm telling you, it's better to understand the blocks that you have towards that versus just outsourcing that very important dynamic and paradigm of your business. So gurus are telling you, okay, that you're in the business to just give value, to just give, because now this whole social media thing is, well, I do this and I help these people, and this is the benefit that they're going to get. But in order to get these people, you have to, give 14 ebooks. You have to engage with them heavily on Facebook and Twitter. You have to keep giving. Gary Vee said it even in his book: jab, 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 and then punch. And then so some people are like, okay, well, when does the punch part come? When can I actually, hit a mother, like I knock somebody out? So we don't ever get to the punch part because we've been ingrained to give. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that if you don't have that balance, or if you don't, and the balance I like is 80-20. Okay, so 20%, give 80% value, and so that the 20% don't even seem like selling. So I understand the whole methodology behind it, but I tried to walk into the Apple store the other day. I tried to walk in the Apple store and I said, hey, could you, let me get a free ebook or something on, or let me test out this phone on a trial for 30 days. And they're like, get out of here. Try to go up in Walmart and they looking at you crazy if you're just sitting there walking in the store, not getting anything. You're just looking around. Oh, what are you doing here? We sell products here. 2 security guards came out the back. Like, are you stealing shit because you haven't bought anything? Because in this establishment, you come in here to purchase. You go to the gas station. You go to the gas station to purchase what? Gasoline for your car, right? Your car needs fuel. So, but when it comes to our business, we look at it like, okay, how much could we actually give before we start asking? And we can get paralyzed by that whole cycle. So very early on, if you're in a business or have a business, know that balance for yourself. Know what it is, what you're going to give, and then know how you're going to start asking, but don't be afraid to ask. So that's number one, is the gurus are telling you. So you're looking like, oh my God, I gotta do all of this shit to get one sale. I gotta do all of it. It's never about the money with people. Okay, I learned that the hard way. It's not about the money, because it wasn't about the money for me when I was addicted to gambling. If I had that urge, boy, I don't care. I found the money. I don't know. The money appeared out of thin air sometimes. I couldn't even believe it. Like, yo, I just straight up procured $500 out of nowhere. And I was dead broke. So it's really not about the money. It's about the value or the benefit of the product or yourself or the message or whatever you're selling out there. Number two is you've been afraid to ask. Why? Because as children, right? And again, it's the mindset. We got to go back and we got to get to the root of it. We've been a great, no. Can I have that? Nope. Can I do that? Nope. Can I go outside? Nope. Can I get those LA Gears? Nope. Can I get those new Jordans? No. So you've been ingrained to hear way more no's, than yeses. And what does that do? You think it has no effect on you in your adult life? You're highly mistaken. If you don't go back and get rid of that negative self-belief about you're not worthy because, hey, listen, no one's going to give you the yes, then that'll stop you from selling. So we have a fear with that. We have like some innate fear of rejection. And that's really what it is. We've been rejected so long that our ego, this thing here, this huge beast showing us how to live, is keeping us comfortable and keeping us safe. Because we like to feel safe. Because when we heard no, plenty of times as children, what made us feel safe was just retreating, was just kind of like, okay, I'm not going to ask anymore. I don't want to hear that no. Okay, so I'm telling you, when you get that queasy feeling, and some people get it as adults selling. When I first started the Comfort Killers, I didn't know how to ask. This is something that I had to come to terms with. Stacey, you better start asking, because what people are going to expect is just straight content, okay? And you got to flip it around. So before we move on, I'm going to show you quickly the ask method. This is the Comfort Killer t-shirt. You kill time, we kill comfort. The Comfort Killers t-shirt. This right here is my book, The Comfort Killers. Okay, How to Change Your Life Using Tools You Already Have. That's my book. And in it also, I don't know if you can see that, but that's the Comfort Killer journal. This is a little starter pack. This is a medium shirt. Okay, medium shirt. I have a few sizes left. If you sign up to my academy right now, I will send this out, all the products in here, for free as a bonus to you. So sign up for the academy. Go to thecomfortkillers.com right now. Click memberships. Sign up for the academy where we teach this type of material in depth. I'm talking about the mindset. We help you to first of all acknowledge and recognize where your mindset needs help. Okay, SOS, and then we rebuild it. It's like bringing that car, right? Your car broke down. You're like, damn, keep trying it. And somebody come through that's wiser that says, you can't, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to start. Okay. You need to take that in. It needs to be rebuilt. The engine needs to be rebuilt. Okay. Or it needs an oil change, or it needs a new starter, or it needs, you know what I mean? You can't just keep trying to start the ignition, because as soon as you get it started for a little bit, guess what's going to happen? You roll down the street, it stops again. So that's what we do with the Comfort Killers Academy, is we focus on mindset and we get you to that point. And this is for entrepreneurs and high achievers. These are for people that know they want more out of life. Okay, so if that's not you, then I'm not talking to you right here. Just turn it off. But I'll send you this. It's my book, the journal, and a t-shirt as a bonus if you sign up to the Comfort Killers Academy right now. And I mean right now. And then just send me an email, Stacy@thecomfortkillers.com. Hey, yo, I signed up to the Academy. Boom, boom, send me that, and I will send you that. Just tell me your size in the email. So let's go back to this here. And so we fear rejection. Okay. We get a queasy feeling. Okay. When we have to sell something. We've always been afraid to ask, because what we got no. And you got everybody in here around the world telling you what you got to do. So I'm telling you that, this is the way you do sales. So I understand that there's a lot of confusion and there's a lot of doubt in your own self-worth. And that's what really it boils down to, the self-image. So you're afraid to ask because your self-image you're not really playing big at this time because you're scared. So here's some tips. I want to always leave you with some things that you could take away and maybe put to use, maybe sit with and assess there. Like Estee Lauder said, and I hope you got this quote when I said it initially, she said something here that's very important. She said, I have never worked a day in my life, okay, without selling. And so that's no, everyone has to sell. Understand that. If I believe in something, I sell it, and I sell it hard. And that's the major part with where we need to focus on. So that's the major part there. If you believe in something, listen to it. If you believe in something, let me just make sure. Let's do this right here. Let's do this right here. Let me just send this out. And send all your questions to Stacy@thecomfortkillers.com. Stacy@thecomfortkillers.com, and we'll just definitely answer it on a video, just like my man here, Jameer Williams. Jameer, this is for you on Instagram land. Thank you for your message. And also, if you ask me a question, I'm gonna have some giveaways for you guys, just to get the ball rolling here. Sometimes you need a quick nudge, like, hey, I need something to do something. Okay, I got it. So you got to be obsessed. That's what Estee Lauder was saying. She was obsessed. She believed in the product. She believed in herself. She's always selling. So what are you selling that got you scared? Maybe you don't believe in the product. Maybe there's a little thing that got you. You're not connected to it. You don't have a spirit for it. And that's what you got to look at. Because if you believe in something 100%, you know that it benefits. It's gonna provide value for people when you say it, and you're gonna be passionate about it, and you're gonna really have a great energy around the product, your service, or you. Then it's easy to sell. You're not even selling at that point. I think that word is what's scaring people, but you're not selling at that point because you're just talking about something. And you're talking with such enthusiasm and great spirits that you're like, man, I got to get some of that. Give me some of that. So when something changes the lives, people need it. And it's your duty to provide it to the people. That's what's different. That's what the major difference is between, average salespeople, good sales and great salesmen. Great saleswomen, great salespeople, because they believe in the product, and that belief is knowing that it brings value to the person that's receiving it, and you exchange the value. They get the value, you get the money. Okay. So, and another thing to realize is that you're selling people. Okay. People are scared of this whole, like, oh my God, I gotta go out. You're selling people, man. I remember one time I got sold a gold chain. It was on 6th Ave in New York. And I used to go to New York to pick up some white tees because I had like this on the wheels clothing business that I started. It was grinding season fashion is what I called it. Grinding season fashion. I was such a little hustler, right? Grinding season fashion. And I delivered, look how advanced this was. I delivered your white tees. I delivered your North Faces. Of course, they were all bootleg, but I did not the white tees, but the Air Force Ones. Of course, I went to New York and picked up. Yeah, it wasn't, I didn't believe really in the product because I knew it was bootleg, but still we had this business, right? And so I was out in New York, and this gentleman, you know, he's hustling. He's out there hustling. He's grinding. He's trying to put food in his kid's mouth. So he's like, yo, you look at these chains, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, that's a nice gold chain. I'm like, is it gold? He was like, man, yo, he starts spitting so much that, man, I could have sworn that it was the top jeweler of New York City, custom jeweler on the block talking to me. That's how much he believed in those chains. So I said, how much? He said, well, we did the exchange. By the time I think we went to the Bronx or uptown, by the time we got uptown, the chain turned green. It was turning green. I was like, damn, you know? So that type of selling don't get too far. But man, this cat believed in it so much that I believed in it as well. And I was able to exchange that value for value. But also we've been getting scammed, right? We've been getting scammed. So we don't feel that we should sell. Like we put that in our own, I guess, psyche, our membranes, okay? How many times have we been scammed? How many times? So you start looking at salespeople different, but you're a salesperson because you're out there selling yourself. You're out there doing bigger things, but you have to get over these little notches. What's the notches you got to get over here? There's 3 of them. The fear of rejection, that queasy feeling. Got to figure out where that came from, okay? Who told you no? Who told you no for something you really want? Who made you cry? Who made you cry as a kid? Okay. No, I'm telling you, it's serious. I couldn't get ice cream once. I was crying like a bitch. I was like, man, I was crying for all night for the damn ice cream. Okay. Queasy feeling. The fear of being rejection and afraid to ask. Why? Again, it goes down to how many times have you heard no as a child? But it doesn't always have to go back to your childhood years. A lot of it does, though, culturally, socially, economically. You know, your parents, my parents was like, yo, we can't afford this. How many times they said that? We can't afford this. So you already putting that on your consumers, your customers. They can't afford this. So you're looking out for their best interest economically. You're not looking out for their best interest of the value that your product delivers to them that can get them out of that economic state, some of these products, right? You know, so you got to really think differently when it comes to selling. But don't think for once that you're not selling yourself every day. Don't think for once that you aren't here to sell. Okay. Don't think for once that you don't have a duty to help other people. And don't think for once that you have to just give and never ask, man. That is the problem. So those are the tips for you today. Get obsessed with your stuff. And then once you handle the mindset piece of it, then you go get the training. Then you put yourself out there. Then you understand the systems, what's closing, what's, lead generation, what's this, what's that? How do I, build a relationship throughout? Then you go win and influence people. Okay. I am Stacey A. Cross. There is no E in my name. Hey, check this out. I'm telling you, I'm giving this to you. If you, bam, bam, just head over to thecomfortkillers.com right now. Sign up for the academy. The academy is there. We talk about, me and Theo, we just drop videos. We drop a lot of content in there, but it's not about that. It's about what this content will do for you, what it will do for your mindset. And if you're a comfort killer, I just want to know, are you a comfort killer? If you are, just jump over to thecomfortkillers.com right now and sign up for your membership. I am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Until next time.